Hello, my name is Audrey and I'm from Westford, Vermont. My call to CSG came by chance, if such a thing exists. A tiny flyer, a main ferry terminal, someone, somewhere, waiting, took a pin, there it was, catching an eye, finding me in Vermont. I was in 7th grade, yet the timing was impeccable. I had recently watched a documentary about plastic pollution and had created a presentation on the topic for school. I was hooked. This school, this adventure, was something I have wanted to do since I received that mini pamphlet. I wasn't fazed as a small 7th grader. I didn't fear it, and I persevered, and for that very reason ended up at CSG. Oh, I've had doubts, the bitter, stinging kind. Who am I? Am I smart, worthy, strong? Can I? I don't think so. Passions? Lame. Am I good enough? Will they like me? Will they? Am I? A scientist? A writer? An artist? Which path to take into my hands? When I arrived, I was nervous. I was afraid of being a leader and of speaking up in the classroom. I struggled with feelings of inadequacy, and I felt like I had no good ideas to share and that I couldn't do science, but I've learned that I can. I've practiced my leadership throughout the semester by stepping up to keep the group on task during activities in classes such as creating a skit or mini lessons. I was also the leader of the people on many occasions. And I have become comfortable with taking a power role in a group to get things done. I have gained confidence in the classroom, as well as in my analytical skills. I've done this by conducting my own scientific research and by thinking critically about it. And I've also been encouraged to think critically about a variety of readings, from ecofeminism and the tragedy of the commons to the importance of history in Maine, culminating in a persuasive essay. I've been challenged by the science presentations, the authenticity and vulnerability required to live with 14 other girls, and I've gained confidence in my ability to live away from my family and independence. Yet, a week or two ago, I dug up some rotting doubts. Who am I? Am I smart, worthy, strong? Can I? I don't think so. Passions? Lame. Yet, a flower doesn't bloom as the seed hits the soil. Water it, love it, wait. Patiently. The day isn't warm as soon as the sun rises. Watch. I didn't think that I had any passion to pursue. I didn't have any special knowledge or connection to injustices in the world. I didn't think that I could make a difference. In reality, I didn't give myself time to find inspiration. I've learned that CSG itself is all about the process to get me and other girls where we need to be to start making a difference. If I can't appreciate my own right to a process, then I'm not allowing myself to reach my full potential. I need to give myself the time to find the seed of inspiration, to plant it and to nurture it. My windshield was moving, quick and steady, fuzzy with raindrops, thick with condensation, too fast, frantic wipers, and too fast, an insubstantial memory dependent on clear windows. CSG has been an important adventure. I needed a fresh outlook to bring my education back into my own hands, to renew my love of learning. I needed to realize the importance of awareness. By learning about communities, diversity, and injustices in Maine, I realized how little I know about Vermont. I am eager to learn about my old home. My family always tried to teach me weather patterns or about birds, but I never paid attention. Now I want to learn the communities, the places, the animals, the weather, the life, and the cycles that exist all around me. I've learned, with every sunrise and sunset, to thrive, to love, to seize my passions for myself, to become who I am, to succeed in change, recognizing both strengths and weaknesses. Cherish them both and know that self-knowledge is a lifelong journey. Have compassion, communicate, embrace new perspectives, build strong communities, diversify, learn my place, find passion, and live for it. And I've been able to find a passion to pursue here. I want to approach the walked upon, the ignored, the silenced, the disregarded, the oppressed. I want to put a pen in their hands, to gift them a microphone, a stage, an audience. Listen, yes you, for the unheard voices all around, and for those that silence them. I've learned and become passionate about the fact that poor communities are not valued. Social, economic, political, and environmental problems seen in many poor communities are a result of an inequality of power. The state of our earth, the toxins we emit, the trash we create, and the overuse of resources affects the powerless because there is nobody to stand up for those without money or status. Poor property isn't regarded like rich people's property. No one wants a factory or landfill near their home. But due to limited power in communities of low socio-economic status, it is easier to put such facilities in these low-income and often African-American or Latino communities. The power inequality relates to how the stories of these communities are relayed. There is power in a story, and in having a voice that is listened to and shared. My question was this: how would I get poor communities that I know or learn about to be valued, to give them voice? I see it, a trampled flower bed, reaching for the sun, thirsting, crushed. I see myself, sitting, ear open to subtle breezes, writing, giving voice. I think that my role is to hear these unvalued voices, the problems they face, the power inequality, the environmental problems that affect them. I will make these voices known. By listening, learning a community, its people and their stories, I want to write and record other voices and turn the silence into words. As a writer, I'll start with a blog, a collection of their stories just the way that they tell them, and poetry. No matter what, I've decided that by talking to people, by listening to and respecting them, and by allowing for connection and vulnerability, I can allow a voice to be heard. This discovery is very much due to my time here at CSG. I discovered my passion for equality and for making all voices heard through my exposure to different cultures, diverse communities, and by learning their importance. We volunteered at the Preble Street Soup Kitchen, went to the Boys and Girls Club, and the African Museum of Art and Culture. We were also exposed to a wide variety of topics and injustices, and taught about how they are all connected in our world. I have learned about the role of power in history, in the landscape, in myself, and in communities. And I have been encouraged to make my own conclusions about power and the problems I see have been caused by power inequality. At CSG, I've been given the drive and tools to take my learning into my own hands. I have a fresh outlook of the world around me, and I want to learn more about it and about Vermont. From the beginning of my CSG journey, this has been a self-driven process. My parents may have found the flyer, but they didn't pressure me to look into it or apply. The independent start set the tone for my journey at CSG and for my life. I am myself, and I will change something in this world simply for the reason that it is important to me. The Yellow Farmhouse, Mary Poppins' purse, with 15 special girls packed inside. Varied journeys, plans, and pasts, but all with love, joy, magic, and learning. Yellow, cute and quaint, yet life-changing, challenging. An air of dreams and the power to create, to dance together, where I found freedom, self-love, an incentive to learn, and the beginning of a long journey away from the Yellow Farmhouse.